I somehow think that the forced evolution of language is how we're going to work our way back into taking care of our planet, and that psychedelics are the catalyst for this. They show us, number one, that there is a transcendent other, which I certainly didn't believe there was till I took psychedelics.
Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Hope all you guys are having a very, very, very good day or night, whatever time it is that you're from. Sorry about the shakiness. I don't have my actual big tripod with me, so I have to kind of walk around today and have the little handheld gimbal device. So that's what I'm having to use right now. But just want to give you guys some life updates, talk about a little story time. Figured I'd change it up a little bit, tell a story, But got a job now. Finally got that settled. I work at a pizza franchise, if you guys can guess which one, But no, it's really great. I enjoy it a lot. It's a pretty good job, but it's really laid back, It's cool. Like, one of the guys there was like flipping the dough in the air, and I'm like, you gotta teach me how to do that, man. That's so cool. So I'm gonna try to learn how to do that, and maybe I can like film some of it on my phone and give you guys some little updates here and there, Dough slinging training, episode 1. But no, all in all, things are looking up, Me and my buddy, Devin, we got some plans, Of course, you guys know we run the ghost hunting channel together, Mass Mysteria. If you guys go check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. We have a video out in the Stafford house. And we're trying to plan out and get a second video made. It's a lot of work, but, to plan a location. But, I'm pretty sure we're going to do the Portal 31 mine next, in Lynch, Kentucky. So, you guys be looking forward to that on the Mass Mysteria channel, I'm going to have Devin on for a podcast episode pretty soon. So I'm sure he would love to do that. But he can talk more than anyone I know, and he makes so many good points, man. You guys would love him. You guys would love listening to him. So I'll definitely have him on. But let's get into today's story time. Why not tell a little story, So this is gonna be a two-parter. I'm gonna tell the first part now, and then the second part to it later on. So here we go. Because I might have said something about this on the channel before, but you know what? Even if it is a retelling, it's gonna be better this time. Because I got a little more time on my hands. The camera's charged. We're all good. We're out here, and it's a nice sunny day. But let's do it. Let's tell the story. So before I get into this story, I just want to say that, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is just me speaking from my experience. This is not me condoning or telling you guys to go out and do any of this. So please don't go out and do something because you see it in a video that I tell, This is just for, your guys' entertainment and maybe a little bit educational, So let's get into it. Now we got that disclaimer out of the way for YouTube, Gotta abide by the guidelines, You're gonna make videos on this platform. You gotta keep the guidelines in check, You gotta follow them, like on the road, the narrow road of the YouTube guidelines. But let's get into it. So this is the story of the first time that I had LSD, acid, tabs, man. So it all started, I was with Devin, me and Devin and our friend, Tyler, and me and Devin and Tyler, and we were up at I think it was Tyler's sister's house, and I wasn't in there. It was like an apartment complex, right? I didn't go in, and Devin didn't go in. We were just all outside, like sitting outside of the truck. I think Tyler had to go up there for something, and I had no idea what was going to come next. It was out of the blue. It wasn't planned. It just showed up. So Tyler walks out. He's like, "Hey, you guys want you guys want some acid? And he has the tabs. I'm like, I've never done it before, but I guess it's here. Why not? You know, it just showed up. And me and Devin's like, all right. So I think we popped like 2 tabs each, me and Devin. He might have had 1. I remember having 2, but it might have been 1. I'm pretty sure it was 2. It was definitely 2, because the effects were super intense. And I'll get into that in a minute. So we popped 2 tabs, and then Devin's like, all right, man, we just popped acid. We just dropped acid, let's go. So, like, it was some normal thing, you know, like, oh, wait, here we go, you know, here's the ride. And I think Tyler had a lot more than us. I don't know how much he had, but it was definitely more than 3 or 4. So we get back to Devin's trailer before the effects kicked in and everything, and this was, you know, I was staying with him at the time. We were all staying there in the trailer. I missed the trailer days, man. I'll have to show you guys some clips, but it was so intense, dude. It was so intense. So the effects started to kick in, right? And I remember just standing in the kitchen, swinging my arms around, and you know, there was like tracers, like your arm traces behind your arm, and you see a bunch of them, kind of like a long exposure photo. And I thought it was Bruce Lee. I was like moving my arms around like how he does in that movie, and I was like, oh man, look, guys, I'm Bruce Lee. But and then like Devin started to like look at our skin and everything. He's like, dude, we're lizards, man. Look at our skin, we're lizards, dude. We're alien looking lizards. And like he got convinced that we had to rub lotion all over ourselves, and he was rubbing lotion like all over every inch of his body. And man, that's loud. It's like a cicada or something. But anyway, he was like, I was rubbing lotion all over myself because he convinced me to do it, and it was me and him rubbing lotion all over our bodies. Like I was, you know, everywhere, man. And I had these blueberries, and I was from old blueberries from the fridge. I was like, dude, you gotta try these blueberries, man. Eat them here. And I was like putting them in his face, like just trying to get him to eat these old blueberries. I don't know why. And then me and Tyler are sitting in the living room. I'm tripping absolute balls, man. I'm tripping out of my mind. Colors are everywhere. The mirror looks like a wave of water. Like there's visuals everywhere, right? Major visuals and color shift and the consciousness shift for sure. And Devin comes in the room and is in a towel, right? In a straight towel, and just it might have been before. It was okay. No, it was after he. Okay, at one point he came in the room and laid down in the middle of the floor in his underwear and just started just like making noise, acting all crazy. It was insane. It was insane. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? and he I think he went to take a shower or something, and he came back in the room with a towel around him, and then he just takes his towel off, and he's like, dude, I want to pee on everything, dude. I'm like, no, don't do that, man. Don't do that. And we had to like talk him out of doing that, because I guess he had it in his mind because he was tripping so hard that he like just, I don't know, he wanted to pee on the furniture or something. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess acid makes you do crazy things. This is why you don't do acid, man. But you'll end up peeing all over the furniture. He didn't, thankfully, he didn't. But we convinced him not to, I guess. But and then we all kind of like, this is the way I explain it. We all kind of like separated into different areas of the house, right? And each area was our own trip, like, if that makes sense. Like I was in the bathroom, and that was kind of where my personal trip kind of happened. Devin was in somewhere else, and that was his trip, and then Tyler was just sitting chilling, doing his own thing, just chilling, like he's done this 1,000 times. But I was in the bathroom, I was taking a shower, dude. I got water everywhere. I made a mess of that bathroom, dude. I made a mess. But when I walked in that bathroom, like, I felt this presence in there, and like nobody else was in there. I looked around in the opening of the door, nobody was there, but I felt a presence, something like beyond me, like beyond this reality. Like something came in the room, like a presence of some kind. I don't know what it was, but I felt like something was there with me, and it was so bizarre, man. It was nuts. And I just remember laying on the floor, looking up, laughing, seeing all the colors, looking at my watch at the time. I had this little watch with the Virgin Mary on it, and I was like looking at all the colors. I'm like, whoa, whoa, dude, you know, I'm just laughing, having a good time, enjoying myself, not realizing how much of a mess I was making in the bathroom, unfortunately. Sorry, Devin. But yeah, it you know, eventually it just, yeah, dude, it was just nuts. Like, we thought we were like alien lizard people. Like, that's what our skin looked. I looked at my skin, it really did look like it was like textured in some weird way. And I guess that's what Devin was meaning. Like, he looked at the skin and it was all dry and stuff. He's like, dude, we're lizards, dude, we're giant lizards. And you know, it's kind of strange that he says that, because I was thinking about this the other day. I heard a Terrence McKenna story, and Terrence McKenna was talking about a time where he took LSD and sat by this space heater that he had, because it would put off a weird noise because it was like wired wrong. And, and he sat beside of it and said he went to Lizardland, where they went through all their culture, their art, their jewelry making and everything. And it's kind of bizarre to me that Terrence had an experience with like lizard-esque type people on LSD, and then Devin also looked at, like, thought we were lizard people. Like, maybe there's like a tie there or something, I don't know. But that's pretty much it for today's story, man. That's about the first time I did acid. I know a lot of details aren't really there too much, but it's, man, part 2 is gonna blow your mind. Part 2 was absolutely insane, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Probably gonna upload it tomorrow, but I gotta film it and upload it tomorrow. You know, I gotta go into work in a couple hours from now for the time of filming. But you know, I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, I know I'm not the best at telling stories, but I'm getting there. You know, I'm learning. I definitely want to tell more of this, and this is one I've been meaning to tell for a while now. I just thought, you know, I'm in a good mood this morning. I'm feeling good. Why not tell this story, you know? But let me know some of your guys' experiences with these things, and if you guys have had a good experience or a bad experience. My 2 experiences were definitely mostly good, so I don't know if I would do it again, just because I kind of want to leave it off on a good note. But you know, I don't know, I feel a calling to do psychedelics sometimes, if that makes sense. Like, it's like, especially with mushroomies, they shroomies, they send a ripple effect backwards through time. And even Terrence talked about this, and before I knew that he talked about that, I felt that effect as well. And then I heard him say it, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I've experienced. It's so strange, because it sends like a ripple effect backwards through time before you take it. And sometimes I'll get that feeling like a month or a week or like 2 months beforehand. I'll be like, I feel a trip coming soon, or a mushroom trip coming soon. And then, like, I'll know that it's coming, and I won't know how it's going to come, but I'll just know it's going to show up. And it does, every time. Every single time it shows up. So, you know, that's kind of a really cool effect with psychedelics that I've experienced. Let me know if you guys have experienced that as well, like that feeling. But, you know, again, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please don't go out and do something because I talk about it. This is just me talking from my own experience. But, you know, I really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, you know, leave a like, subscribe. You know, helps push everything in the algorithm, you know, get it out there. But you don't have to, but I would greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And, you know, I thank you guys for watching my videos. You know, sitting here and listening to me talk about these things. It's nice to be able to have an outlet to tell these stories to, because I don't really have a lot of people in my personal life that really understand or want to talk about this stuff. Because it's like, I grew up in a very like Bible Belt town, like, you know, a small coal mining town, and it's very stigmatized around here, you know. So it's nice to have an outlet for that. But yeah, with that being said, I hope all of you guys have had a very, very, very good day or night, whatever time it is that you're from. And yeah, peace out. Have a good one. I'll see you later.